Romans 12:1. Brethren, I beseech you, by the mercies of God, that you present your body. It is your body, but he's beseeching you to present that body to God as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. I'm teaching on the theme, the living sacrifice. The Bible is saying that you offer your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is a reasonable service. We all serve God. We are all here because we love God. Thank God it is a Sunday. It is not a miracle service. It's not a prophetic service. It is a teaching service. So which means you came to church not because you are looking for a miracle. You came to church not because you are looking for a prophetic word, but you came to church because you love God. Your love for God is what brought you to church this morning. I want to recommend you for that, for coming to church because you love Him. Your real self is the spirit in you. So this body is a container containing you, but this body is not you. That is why when you die, we bury you, and yet we can still feel your presence around us. Many of you, your parents have died. You have buried them, yet you can still feel the presence of that person you have buried. The body is not there, but he is still with you. That means the real person was in the body. So Paul was telling the Roman church, these are believers who are born again. I beseech you, I am pleading with you that you offer this body as a living sacrifice. There is something you have to offer, and that thing you have to offer is your body. Offer it as a living sacrifice. Your body can become a sacrifice if you know how to offer it. The reason why you are sick is because you are having a body. Sickness will leave you immediately. That body become a sacrifice. No one mess up with a sacrifice, because a sacrifice is no longer your own, but it has become God's own. So giving your body as a sacrifice is handing it over to God. So when a man said, I can never be sick, it is a man who has given his body as a sacrifice to God. So there is a part in you that must have the ability to bring your body and present it to God. Your body cannot carry himself to God. This body was not designed to worship God. This body was not designed to be subject to pressure. This body was not designed to do the will of God. But there is a part in you called the spirit, which Paul was calling the brethren. And he is saying that, brethren, I beseech you, I beg you, by the mercies of God, bring this body, present it before God as a living sacrifice, which is the best sacrifice God is looking for on earth. That you carry your body and bring that body to church, present it in front of God. Today, when you wake up and you enter the shower and you were bathing a sacrifice. When you were wearing yourself the set, you were clothing a sacrifice. When you were coming, you were bringing a sacrifice. Immediately you decide to carry it in the presence of God and put it in front of God. That body becomes a sacrifice. But if you do not know, you can come to church, attend this service, and go home with your body, but it will not be a sacrifice because you didn't know how to present that body. It is your body, and you must present it as a sacrifice. What makes it a sacrifice is your own willingness to carry it to the presence of God and hand it over to God, and then tell God to use it and do whatever He wants. Use me whichever way you want. Use me. This body is designed for pleasure. That is why you can see a good man at the beer bar. Doctors told him that you will die. My uncle who died, they warned him of alcohol. He was still drinking, because the way your body is designed for worldly things. That what makes your inner man mature is the ability of your inner man to dominate over your body. You are not mature by speaking in tongues and by prophesying. You are mature by your ability to tame your body. So You can speak in tongues and still be a baby. You can perform miracles and still be a baby. But when your inner man, you allow that spirit man to grow, to understand he has control over the body. He determines when he brings the body to God. That is a sacrifice. That is why you have many pastors who have been in ministry for 100 years. Yet you can see childishness in their ministry. When they speak, you wonder if this is the man speaking. The way they behave, where they walk to, where they sit. You ask yourself, what is happening? All this while your mistake have been that you think that spiritual gifts is equal to maturity. That is why starting a church, because you can see if you don't take time, you will lead all of them to hell.